Movement off the ball is important, and that's always the case for throw-ins. But the most vital part of this throw-in method is the thrower themselves. They are the one who has to sell what are essentially fake throw-ins before ultimately making the decision to actually throw the ball at the best possible moment when a player is open and free. You're actually about to throw the ball, and that forces opponents to move. This movement of opponents, along with movement from your own players, allows you to throw the ball to an open player, or at least to a player with enough time or space to take a touch. If we take a look at this example, the fake throw-in down the line drags the opponent across to cover that space, and this leaves the player open to receive the throw-in and switch the play. You need to find a way to give yourself the best possible. After implementing this simple trick, we've seen teams, or at least to a player with enough time or space to take a touch. The fake throw-in down the line drags the opponent across to cover that space, and this leaves the player open to receive the throw-in and switch the play. You need to find a way to give yourself the best possible.
Mit vielen jungen Spielerinnen, die sich Woche für Woche entwickeln. Es ist zu erwarten, dass es durchaus intensiv werden kann. Die beiden laufstärksten Teams.
To avoid a similar stumble to the one that cost them top spot here last season. James Thorogood, your match commentator, delighted to have the pleasure of your company as we start closing out the first half of the season, or the Hinrunde. Inside the opening minutes. Well, he did say it will impact proceedings. He said it shouldn't take away from the fact that this is going to be a top match between two top sides. But right now, Petzold admitted that few would have believed that Leverkusen would be in this position before the season started. Said the fact that they are in fourth place with 7 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 23 points to their name, their best ever start to a Frauen Bundesliga season. Said it makes everyone proud. Proceeding so far to be expected. Go back to that defeat to Bayern, their best work done in transition. It was a game where they twice took the lead as well, and they were 2-0 up in that game. Unfortunately, let it slip and were perhaps, on that occasion, fortunate to even take a share of the spoils, given the fact credited Leverkusen for growing steadily over the last couple of years and for making some very smart transfers whilst promoting young talent as well.
Exceptional performance so far for their standards, and their only should it have been a free kick, but very likely should have been a card. Couldn't have complained. Jonah arrived on the 2nd of June to replace the Aussie Joe Montemurro.
Aber um das nochmal klar festzuhalten, das Ergebnis ist Münchner im Moment. Ja, das Spiel ist es nicht, das Spielverlauf anders, genau, umgekehrt.
Has been in good form this season, although the goals have just dried up a little bit, as they have for the team. They played that match against Saint-Etienne on Wednesday. Much.
Leverkusen 9 Punkte weniger als zum gleichen Zeitpunkt der Vorsaison.
Germany, no doubt. You can always tell in the warm-ups when everyone's covering their ears. Well, the referee, Vestal, bundled over. In this incredible run of 31 games unbeaten, which incidentally is third.
last weekend's 2-1 defeat to Wolfsburg did go according to the form book. Köln gave positive moments in the opposition box. Let's go back to talk of the level at 0-0 for as long as possible if they couldn't fashion the opening goal themselves.
The French international. To get on the goals, scored over 30 for a country. 3 in the league this season, though it's appearance time that is limited. With 3 goals is the only player in today's starting lineup who's actually found the net all season for Sace in the league. Scoreline today, it was to Saint-Étienne's credit. They kept it down for so long, but they've scored 34 in the last 5 home meetings against Saint-Étienne.
In the midfield extensively near the close of the season. In particular,